Hi, it's Linda with CreativePLR.com, and I'm in Designrr today, and my goal is to create an ebook from a blog post that I've written. Now, you'd be wondering, why would you want an ebook of your own blog post? Well, on my blog, if somebody really says, wow, these are the steps I was looking for. In this case, today, it's going to be creating a ConvertKit. This was the steps that I was looking for. They might want to download the book to have a PDF of the steps that I used and some information to kind of guide them as they go along. Just, like for backup, instead of having to refer to the blog post. Or at one point, if you're going to have a lot of content on your website, you may want to just highlight some of it with the ebook. You may want to create an ebook from several blog posts or a series of blog posts or a series of newsletters that you've created or a series of other content you've created. You may want to create an ebook from PLR that you've purchased and revised, or you may want to take a challenge that you have created and turn that into an ebook so that you can give it to participants at the end, so they would always have what they learned in the challenge. So there's a lot of reasons you might want to create an ebook. And there's several ways to do it. I'm using Designrr today. You could always do it in Canva. In Canva, you're not normally, even though you're using a template, you're not normally uploading from a blog post or from PLR. You're usually writing it or creating it. Yes, you can cut and paste. Okay, but this is going to take my already created blog post. I'm going to put it right into an ebook, and then I'm going to pretty it up and kind of reorganize it a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to my freebie vault for my email subscribers in case they want to go back and read it. Okay, so on the home page, there are several different options under on the dashboard. You can either import from a blog post or URL. You can import from a Google Doc, Word doc. You could start from a template that they give you. You could start scratch if you wanted to, or you could import a PDF. I'm going to use a URL, and I'm just going to put in the URL. This is Beginner's Guide to Convert Forms. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a template. Now, they have dozens of templates. They really have a lot. And quite honestly, I don't like any of them. So I have no problem with this. The ones with the little, looks like a crown, only half a star, it's brown. That is for a plan that is a higher plan than I currently have. I have a pro plan. So I'm going to use one, a call to action, because I kind of like that. And it already has some formatting. It's going to give me headers and footers. I don't particularly I don't want to have this. And so I'm going to say, retype this maybe I am, maybe I'm not, a beginner's guide to ConvertKit forms. And then obviously it doesn't fit. But see these blue handles? I can move that up. Moving it up is not going to help. I need to decrease the font. And so I'm going to go over onto the left-hand panel, and I'm going to decrease until I get something that works. And actually that works for me. And then it always puts my full name on there. I don't want my full name on there. I want CreativePLR.com. And I also want to add my logo. So whenever you're doing an ebook, it's always a good idea to put your logo right in front. In case anybody says, I love that ebook, where can I get more? They have your name and they have your logo. So we're going to put the logo right down here. And then it automatically fills in the headers and the footers on each page. And then it's already kind of formatted it. And if you have links in there to other blog posts or outgoing links to different sites, it keeps those there at all. Any pictures that were on the original blog post, it adds in the correct place, and it gives you all of that information, including the form that I created. Okay, now see how it breaks, because on the blog post it's one long post. It's not divided up into pages. See how it breaks here? So I'm going to take the heading and I'm going to move it down the next page. And so that, yes, I have a little bit of empty space. I'd rather have empty space than this page. Now, the last page is always saved for something about me. It wants a picture of me. It wants me to tell people how to find me. And I'm just going to actually delete that and not use that page. So every footer has the name. Now, I have to think about whether I want that name in both the header and the footer, and maybe in the footer I want to put maybe I want to put that, and I want to put the link to my website. And so instead of having that, the name of the post that's in the header and the footer, maybe I want to add that. And so I click on text and I go to link, and I put the link down there, and I'm simply going to type, if I can get in that box, I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste it right there. Now, the only thing that I'm not crazy about is I don't like the light color. So I'm going to see if I can find a color. And that's a darker color. And you notice when I change it on one page, it's going to automatically update to the footer on every other page, so I like it a little bit better. Now, at this point, if I didn't like the front cover, because everything else is looking great, and trust me, it's not always this easy. On another one I just did that was 14 pages, I had to fix almost every single page. And if you have videos in your content, the videos do not come over well. They don't come at all. They don't even give you a link to videos. They just leave a big white space. And so that's something to keep in mind. Let's see. If I didn't like, I actually kind of like this. If I didn't like this, I could upload. I could click on the back. I could edit background. And I could actually use an image that, and you can see that I've used other image in the background, and create my own image, but I actually do like this. So the next step is, once I've done this, is I'm going to save it. And now if I look on the front, I can preview it. And if I notice anything now that I don't like, I could even check the link. Well, it looks like the link's going to that. That's not helpful. Okay, so if there's anything that I don't like now, this is the time to fix it. So I could go back in and I can edit it. I don't know why it didn't let me make that space bigger. And let's see if it updated it on the others. And then I would save it again. And then I would go back out and preview it again. So you do that. So now I'm ready to download it. Now that I've previewed it, and obviously preview more than that one page to make sure everything's perfect. If you wanted to add more pictures, you wanted to add some design, some graphics to it, you could do that. You could do whatever makes you happy. And then you could either at this point, you're going to download it, You can open the PDF, you can download the PDF, you can actually create a QR code and put it on your website where your content is, and refer people to it, have them just scan it. And that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the PDF and then download it. And then it's all ready to upload to my website. I hope this was helpful, and if you can think about the content that you already have, if you're like me and you're a PLR hoarder and you have your disc full of PLR that you've purchased, just waiting for the right time and the right opportunity to use it, okay, this may be that time. So you can start creating your own ebooks, not the ebooks that you purchased, but go through the content, kind of like spiff it up a little bit, turn it into ebook and start publishing. Until next time, keep creating.